Mixtapes and DVDs is my era.
Facts.
We did it better.
Yep.
Pelly leathers,
Facts.
ACG boots. We 80s babies and early 90s when it got grimy.
real.
I was out of this world, you could not find me unless you check the lobby. Hustling was my hobby. We was lobby boys
Yep.
before Jim Jones. You could catch me in Harlem eating Jimbos. DVD Era TV back at y'all with another one. Y'all know the slogan. Let's get straight into this one. Now, in the DVD era, two of the biggest groups in Philly, State Property and Major Figgas, would clash. Now, State Property and Major Figgas was once cool, and members of their crews even worked on music together with each other. Now, after Beanie Sigel signed the Rocafella, it said that Major Figgas was set to sign with the Rock as well.
Initially, Bean signed a Rocafella. Major Figgas was supposed to sign a Rocafella. We got 12 points, man. We would have to sell a quadrillion records to make some goddamn money, man. So I turned the deal down.
Major Figgas members Dutch and Spade was also offered a deal at Rocafella, but they would turn down Jay-Z's offer.
Hove, you was right, and I'm gonna be honest with that. We should have never turned that down because he just didn't offer us a deal. I apologize for being young and not understanding the vision that you had.
Now things will go left with Major Figgas and State Property after young Chris heard lyrics from Spade, and he believed the lyrics was aimed at him. So young Chris's State Property would go up to the radio station, and young Chris would take shots at Spade and Major Figgas. Now Spado says that he never took shots at young Chris, so he don't know where that came from. He actually was cool with his older brother and his cousin. But
I put out the Independence Day, the young boy, little Chris, young Chris felt as though there was something on there that he thought was toward him. And he's a nigga I watched grow up from down here. You know what I'm saying? Me and his big brother was friends. Me and his cousin best friends. You know what I'm saying? We from the same neighborhood.
But Spade didn't waste no time getting back at young Chris. Spade and the Figgas would go up to Cosmic Cav and send shots right back at State Property. Now Beans would call into the radio while Major Figgas was there, and Beans and Gillie would go back and forth. Now supposedly after this back and forth on the radio, Beans would run into Gillie while he was with Birdman and his entourage shopping in a store in Philly on South Street. Now supposedly Beans would see Gillie and grab him out the store and take him outside and hit him with a two-piece combo. Now Gillie getting hands put on him by Beanie Sigel is a story that's been circulating for years, and Birdman even co-signed this story and actually said that this is the reason he cut Gillie the Kid off.
We was in Philly at a store and we was shopping, and Beanie come in the store, walked him outside, and he had a blicky on him. We all got blickies on us. I got 100 with me. But I brought him outside, and whoop whoop, and he ain't do nothing. I lost all respect for him, and then I stopped with him.
Now when Gillie the Kid is asked about this situation, he basically said that Beanie never hit him, and he basically weaved both of the punches.
You know how you know that ain't the truth? Cause me and Beanie Sigel cool to this day.
Now let me know in the comment section if you think Gillie capping. Do you feel like Gillie really got hands put on him by Beans? Or he really ducked and weaved Beanie Sigel punches? Let me know in the comment section if y'all feel like Gillie telling the truth or if he's capping. Now on a much serious note, a person behind this whole State Property and Major Figgas beef lost their life. Now the person who lost their life was a friend of young Chris and Neef. Now the friend that was killed was L.A. Now supposedly L.A. seen Spado at a festival in Philly earlier that day and attacked Spado. And later on that night, Spado and his homie would see L.A. and L.A. would be killed that night. Now Spado was charged for this murder and he began his sentence in like 2002, and I believe he did 11 years for this murder. Now the Young Guns have mentioned L.A. on a Tough Love album a few times, mainly on a song called A Life We Chose featuring Denim. Now on this record, Chris speaks about L.A. brother being mad about him dying and all that, and that brother actually is Trendsetter Shady. So L.A. little brother grew up to be Trendsetter Shady, you know, affiliate with OBH and a rapper and somebody out of Philly. Now this whole situation is sad and very touchy, but thankfully State Property and Major Figgas was able to squash their beef and put things behind them. But anyway, if you're a fan of these old hip-hop stories, tell a friend and tell a friend about my page. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. More content coming, and I'm out. 1.